Hi, this is Greg with Lionquestfitness. Summertime carry, July 2021. What's on your person? Well, let's see what I normally carry this time of year. Well, let's see. I always need a writing implement. This comes in handy in all sorts of ways. Cell phone. Now, for those of you who are retired police officers, you probably remember this, the Kubaton with the key ring. Now, normally I leave this in my Jeep, but countless thousands and thousands of officers have carried their keys using that Kubaton. How about keys? What other keys do I have? If I keep those locked into my Jeep, where are my other keys? Well, I keep them in the pocket. Now, how about a bandana? This comes in handy for all sorts of things. You know, wiping sweat off your face. You know, making a bandana to tie around your forehead to keep sweat out of your eyes. You know, checking the oil dipstick. Wiping grandchildren's runny noses or wiping ice cream off their face. More important, this along with that pin can be a makeshift tourniquet. Let's see what else we have here. Now, this, I do not carry this as a self-defense implement, but I often carry now a fixed bladed knife because this comes in handy in so many ways during the course of the day. You know, cutting open a box, cutting a piece of rope, cutting an apple or another piece of fruit. You know, I found this almost indispensable. Do I carry another cutting implement? Absolutely. And once again, as a tool, a Leatherman multi-tool. This also comes in handy throughout the day. I never ever leave without this. Now, flashlight, that's always a handy tool. I picked this one up at Harbor Freight, and I was extremely impressed by how bright a light this shines. And this actually replaced a bigger light. Now, in the past, I've always been a proponent of non-apparent defense implements. A pen, an umbrella, for instance. However, because of recent events in recent times, I've begun carrying this Yawara on a daily basis. Now, as a former police officer of many, many years, you know, I'm a big believer in having intermediate force. Not a big fan of pepper spray, although for some people it's the right option. You know, I would rather something that I can use in my hands. Now, I train this strictly defensively. It's all about a block, then a strike. It's not about aggressive or offensive use. And the strike zones for me are to the sternum, solar plexus, to the ribs. I avoid the head, I avoid the neck. But what about deadly force? Well, this is one of my favorite options right here. Simply rugged holster, thanks to the Alsatian who sent that holster to me. And a Smith & Wesson 640. Now, because of recent events and because I do like carrying a 5-shot revolver, I've done something that I kind of shied away from in the past, and that's carrying .357 Magnum. And the reason being because of its reputation as a man stopper, and that's putting it nicely. You know, .357 has always had a stigma. However, in this day and time, I definitely want something that can be a one-shot stop with correct target placement and be that way for multiple attackers. So .357 being in short supply, I did have some 125 grain Hornady XTPs, and that's what I carry in this one. and also my Taurus 605. So what if it's too hot to wear an overshirt? Or what if I'm spending long periods of time outside, working in the yard, or maybe going some other place where I'm more lightly clad and I don't have a baggy t-shirt to cover my self-defense implement? Well, I got a solution for that. And that's pocket carry. Now, obviously you have to go with a smaller firearm. In this case, I often find myself carrying this Smith & Wesson 642. So what about a reload? Whether for the air weight or one of the 357s, I go to 125 grain Remington copper jacketed 38 plus P in a Zeta 6 speed loader. Now these do not come apart in your pocket. It's also malleable. They're very easy to get in and out of your handgun. Strip them off. You're ready to get back into action. Now, last but not least, and this is not a daily carry, but this is a home defense implement, a modern sporting rifle. And this is an M&P Sport II, middle of the road, not the best, but certainly not the worst. And I have two of these. Now, you may ask, why do you need two modern sporting rifles? Well, I have a son who lives next door. We often go shoot together. You know, I have a wife and a daughter at home who may need an implement like this when I'm not around. It's also kind of looking down the road for the worst possibilities that could come. So anyway, this is Greg with Lionquest Fitness. You know, what is your daily carry? Put it down in the comments below. And this is Greg reminding you to be safe, always safe, especially this 4th of July.